See,
awesome. I appreciate
you've got all the. I'm standing here, towering, Tim Dillard. He's giving me all the tricks, man. I appreciate that. I wonder, how do you do this? And he said, set it up.
Do what? Yeah, just
Yeah, I had no idea.
yeah, put a camera
'Cause
and then just play in front of it. Remember as a kid, like my parents had that giant VCR thing that had like the 40-pound tripod.
Oh, yeah.
But every once in a while, my dad would take it out and he'd plug it up to the TV. When he plugged it up to the TV, then you could see yourself on TV, and we were occupied for the next 5 hours. So
Better than
same
DVDs.
thing works here.
So there's a lot of the Dim Reapers. Oh my God,
Got
your
this
marketing
today.
thing.
Love
When did
that
when did
shirt.
this all start? Because I like to hype myself a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, how'd you do this? When did
This
when did it
this
begin?
particular one came from I was in fantasy camp for the
Uh-huh.
Brewers this year,
Uh-huh.
and the guys that I was actually a coach, and the guys that were my players,
Uh-huh.
a lot of them had a softball team, and they wanted to make a name, so they were like, "Can we use your logo?" And I was like, "Sure." And they're like, "Do you have a name?" And I was like, I don't know. So I asked people in the clubhouse, like, "Hey, what do you think's a good name?" And they were
Uh-huh.
like, "How about the Dim Reapers?" And I was like, "Try Dim Reapers." And
Outstanding.
next thing you know, it's on a T-shirt.
That's outstanding. Can you get those
Yeah.
on your website now?
No. I mean, no. I don't know who exactly makes them.
Just always curious. Yeah.
We can find out together, though.
Your bobblehead is very cool. The
It is
caps
cool.
are cool.
Yeah.
So you've been AAA for 13 years with some call-ups. Is that right?
In and out, yeah.
amazing.
Maybe like the last 11 or 12. My first year was in 2007.
Okay.
So I tried to figure it out in the bullpen earlier today. I think I've made at least 2 trips here a year for about 10 years on average. So I've made, on average, about 6 games for the last 10 years. So I've been here about 2 months of my life.
So you're fairly familiar with this community, right?
Yeah.
Because I noticed, because I've noticed you've got the pronunciation right. You know,
Yeah,
this is good.
yeah.
A lot
I don't
of
know if
people
that's right
just
or
slide
not.
over that. No, it's totally right.
Really?
Totally
Des
right.
Moines is right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The
Des
most,
Moines is-
most people get it
Yeah.
wrong.
Des Moines sucks. Yeah.
I read how it's spelled.
But yeah,
That's not the way I was taught. That's the way I do it.
it's spelled just like it sounds. You know, and it sounds just like it's. Anyway, so I'm not coming up with any of the questions right now.
No, that's all right. That's all right. We're good.
So you know Taylor Davis, right?
Yeah.
Both TD 19. Nothing curious about that.
I just noticed that today. I saw number 19.
Yeah. So you guys are in my mind legendary in that you're here and this is good. And I'm not downplaying that at all because you guys are learning a lot. Tim or Taylor says that he's got great coaching. He doesn't say this, but I think he's got great coaching potential. You're saying that they're helping you coach. And last night you had the little thing, the radio. thing.
Yeah, I think they go with one of the oldest guys on the team to carry the microphone and line up just in case they want someone responsible down there. I don't know how I was chosen, but
so was somebody sick? Is that how it
yeah,
works?
right. I was it was the last resort, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I mean I think Davis would be a great catcher.
Yeah.
He's I mean a great coach.
Coach,
As a
yeah.
catcher, like you're in on so many meetings, and he also
Yeah.
plays first and third. And
Yeah.
a guy like that who knows the game, who sees it from so many angles, which is kind of how I feel. As I've been a starter, I've been a reliever. I've been around the game a long time.
And is it true that you've given up 1,000 hits?
No, I'm way more than that.
Oh, okay. But still, don't you get a ring or something like
yeah,
that?
no, I wanted a plaque, or at least
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe that's how I got this shirt.
So how do you? Your trip to spring training was outstanding. I love that, right? But a lot of these things where you get all the other players involved in this, is there like rehearsal, or are they're fed up with you enough they just go along, or how?
Yeah, usually I just bug people enough, and then
Uh-huh.
finally they agree to be in a video or picture or whatever. But I don't know. I played cards in the clubhouse for 10 years. I played cribbage and board games and
Cribbage.
Yeah,
Yes, I
right.
love cribbage,
So,
man. That's the
but that's
best.
what I did. That's what we did for so many years, and
Yeah.
I don't know. This was just kind of the next thing, and the Brewers seem to not mind.
I was going to say they must enjoy this.
I mean,
shit,
the
right?
reason I think the reason you don't see a lot of people doing this across the minor leagues, and I mean, I probably wouldn't do this in the big leagues,
Right,
things like
right.
I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I think they trust me. They've known me long enough. I've shown that I'm semi-responsible. I have children. I guess that makes me mature.
We all have our fingers crossed.
yeah. So I think they just trust me that I'm not going to make the organization look bad or
Right.
make any of the players look bad. I can
Right.
make them look silly and ridiculous,
Yeah,
but not
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's kind of the approach I take, and guys have fun with it. And
So
even if
who-
it takes 5 seconds or it takes 30 seconds of their time, they're very interested in the outcome. They're
How
always
many-
asking me, "Are you done editing?"
How many people? Yeah, how many people were in on the production of all this stuff? Like the Happy Days stuff. That looks like it took some time.
Most of the time was me just walking around getting. I was like, "Hey, can you just look at me and smile?" And they're like, "Wait, what?" And they look up and
Yeah,
smile, and
yeah.
that's basically all it is.
Okay,
But
okay.
Down
it
in the
did take that
whirlpool,
long.
that was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was actually in the whirlpool, and I said, "Hey, man, can you look at me and smile?" And he goes, "I'll go under and come out." And I was like, perfect. So he goes on there and comes out and looks.
Funny stuff.
But that's all it is. It's just a spur of the moment thing, and
Uh-huh.
you know, sometimes we follow through, but we've had tons of ideas that never panned out, and
Yeah.
videos that are just kind of left hanging. But
Yeah,
you know, we have a good time doing it, and as long as they're, you know, people keep giving me a job and I can keep doing this stuff, I'll keep
Pay
doing
you
it.
to
that's-
play, yeah.
So how does the future look?
I,
Because we all have cracked crystal balls, right?
yeah, right. All I know is that hopefully my name's on the roster for today,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
and then hopefully I'll be ready to play. But aside from that, I got no other plans.
So, and I've got a lot of questions about how this whole minor league thing works, but they made a trip, the Cubs made a trip to Round Rock a few weeks ago, and they all went down, and then one of the pitchers stayed behind and got traded right then. Thinking,
Really?
well, what about all this shit in the room? What happens? I mean, so when you're on the road like that, do you take all your crap with you and hope that you come back?
No, my locker's filled with so much garbage. If somebody were to get traded or called up or however that works, usually a clubby comes by, takes big boxes and puts all your stuff in their boxes. Most guys travel light, but I mean, track record shows I'm going to be here all year,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
brought stuff to be here all year, and I got props. I got wigs, you know,
got to,
costume.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say most guys travel light.
Yeah.
And but I mean, me, I brought like my son's glove and like his bat and bag and stuff like that with me on the road trip.
Yeah.
Most guys don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. It's tough being Carrot Top, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, right?
So this turned out, and I'm mindful of the time, this turned out to be a lot more straight than I thought it would be, and I apologize. You know?
What's that?
This question and answer stuff, because I really didn't expect that to come out of my mouth. So
Yeah.
people who know me will be, what the fuck is that? It's pretty straight stuff, you know? But anyway, Tim, thanks. It's
Yeah,
really
no
good to
problem.
talk with you,
Yeah,
and not
thank you.
just over the...
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Nice to
yeah.
finally meet you.
Yeah, yeah.
And meet
nice
the
to-
beard.
Yeah.
yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
get
the
a picture with him. I gotta
Yeah.
get a picture with
Okay.
him.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
well.
yeah, we'll turn that off.
Yeah. Bye, guys.